Hi guys, this is Sadiq from Droidwin.com, and in this video, we'll show you how to enable voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi on any Android phone. As of now, I have done the testing across the OnePlus phone and the Pixel phones, but it should work across all the other Android phones as well. Moreover, I have done the testing till OnePlus Android 13 and Pixel Android 14. You are free to check across all the Android versions as well and then let me know the result. So with that said, the process will not require root. You may carry out the entire process without taking the help of any root whatsoever. So on that note, I will still advise you to take a backup just to be on the safer side. And let's get started. So first and foremost, you will have to keep this point in mind that if you are using a dual SIM variant, then first off, you will have to turn off the SIM 2 and then carry out this tweak on SIM 1. Once you enable the voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi on SIM 1, you may then re-enable SIM 2, then disable SIM 1 and carry out this tweak on SIM 2. And once you have enabled voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi on SIM 2, you may then re-enable SIM 1 as well. So in short, you will have to carry out this tweak on one SIM at a time. And once that is done, you will then have to re-enable the other SIM as well. So again, I am repeating. First off, disable SIM 2 and carry out the tweak to enable voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi on SIM 1. Once you enable both of them on SIM 1, you may then enable the SIM 2 as well. Then disable the SIM 1 and enable voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi on SIM 2. Once that is done, you may then re-enable the SIM 1 as well. Moreover, you would also have to enable the disable permission monitoring on your OnePlus phone. So let me show you how that could be done. This is also an important requirement. So go to the settings menu on your phone, then go to about device, then go to version and tap on build number 7 times. You will get a prompt that developer option has been enabled. Now go back, again go back, go to additional settings and you should now see developer option. Go there and scroll to the bottom and enable the toggle next to disable permission monitoring. Once that is done, since you are already here, make sure to enable the toggle next to USB debugging as well. You might get a prompt on your phone, tap on OK, and with this debugging is enabled. Now get hold of the Android SDK platform tools from my guide and extract them onto your PC. You could extract them anywhere you want. In my case, I've done the extraction in C drive, and these are the files of platform tools. Now type in CMD in the address bar of platform tools and hit enter. This will launch command prompt inside platform tools. So now you have to type in ADB devices and hit enter and make sure that you are getting an ID. If you are not getting any ID, then unplug and replug your phone from the PC. Disable and re-enable USB debugging. Tap on revoke USB debugging. Use the official USB cable that came with your phone and use the USB 2.0 port on your PC. So once you are getting this ID, again verify that you have enabled the disable permission monitoring and you are getting an ID. If that's well and good, then let's proceed ahead. And now you have to install the Shizuku app from Play Store. So let me install the app as well. It will take just a few seconds. Once you have installed the app, you may now launch it using quite a few ways. The easiest is via the rooting method, but as of now we are not using the root. So next up you have the wireless debugging. The benefit of wireless debugging is that it does not require PC, but on the flip side it might be a little bit complicated. Then we have via ADB command. The benefit is that it's quite easy to carry out, but on the flip side you will have to take the help of PC since we are already using a PC as of now. So let's go with the ADB command itself. So as of now you could see Shizuku is not running. So all you have to do now is copy this command and paste it in the CMD window and the Shizuku will now start. And as you could see, Shizuku is running and it's shown here ADB. So Shizuku is running via ADB. So with this, the app is now up and running, and now we have to use the most important app, which is the Pixel IMS app. So install it onto your phone from GitHub. It's an open source app. Let me install the app as well. The latest version is 1.2.8 and this is the version which I have given in my guide as well. So install the app and tap on open. Now you will get a prompt, allow Pixel IMS to access Shizuku. Tap on allow all the time. And now make sure that you are getting the SIM detected and Shizuku permission granted and Vault is supported by device. If your phone does not support voice over LTE, then you might not be able to carry out this tweak. As of now, the IMS status might be shown as unregistered. That is completely normal and nothing to worry about. I am again repeating, if the IMS status is shown as not registered or unregistered, it's completely normal. Now you have to go to the SIM 1 and from here simply enable the toggle next to enable voice over LTE and enable voice over Wi-Fi. Once you have enabled both this toggle, you will now have to restart the phone. So do a restart, and now let's wait for the time frame. And once the restart has been done, you could now verify the result. And as of now, after a restart, in some cases you might have to do a restart a couple of times for the changes to take place, whereas in most cases a single restart should get the job done. Anyways, let's just wait for a few more minutes, for a few more seconds rather, and then your phone should show as IMS status as registered, which signifies that the voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi has been enabled on your phone. So first and foremost, I'll verify that, and then we could check out the result as well. So it will take just a few more seconds for that to happen. And let me now unlock my phone. And so now what you have to do is once again launch the CMD window and simply type in this command once more to relaunch the Shizuku app. Once the Shizuku is now running once again, now launch the app Pixel IMS, and if it's showing as no, not an issue, just hit the refresh icon, and as you could see, it's now showing us yes next to all the options, and the IMS status is now registered, and you will now be able to use the voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi. So first and foremost, let me show you the voice over LTE, and at the top you could see just left of the 4G icon, the voice over LTE is enabled on my phone. Let me focus it, and as you could see, let me zoom it as well for you guys, and this is the icon. As you could see, voice over LTE just left of 4G. It's the voice over LTE icon. As you could see from here, it's enabled. Likewise, let me now show you the voice over Wi-Fi as well. Let me enable the Wi-Fi, and it will take a few seconds, and it should now be appearing. And as you could see, this is the phone icon with the Wi-Fi. So voice over Wi-Fi is also enabled. So as of now, we have enabled both the voice over LTE and voice over Wi-Fi. And with this, our task stands complete. Do keep in mind that as soon as you restart your phone once, the Shizuku app will be turned off. So you will again have to restart the Shizuku app, because a Shizuku app will not be able to survive a reboot until and unless you use the root method. So only in the case of root method, the Shizuku apps survive every reboot. But since we are not using a root method, if you are using the wireless debugging or the ADB method, then you will have to restart the Shizuku app as well upon doing a restart. But this is just required for the first time usage. Once you have done the setup, you may then close the Shizuku app. Let me show you. Let's stop the Shizuku app now, and it is no longer required. And currently Shizuku is not running. Let me now relaunch the Pixel IMS app and show you. So even if you are getting no here, that is not a cause of concern, because our task is now done, and we are now still getting the voice over Wi-Fi icon, as you could see. Likewise, we are also getting the voice over LTE. Let me show you that as well. It will take just a few seconds to appear, and this is the voice over LTE, as you could see. So the Shizuku app is required to be enabled for the first time usage. Once its task is done in the backend, it is no longer required. And even though the Pixel IMS is now shown as no, again that is not a cause of concern, because we have already enabled it in the backend. So you don't have to keep the Shizuku app running in the backend. It will just lead to battery drainage. And guys, on that note, I round off this video. If you have any queries, do let me know in the comment section, and thanks a lot for watching.